Hey Keeble Cubs, Mrs. Hoffer here to help you with this Tuesday's math lesson. Friends, the goal of today's lesson is that you'll know how to compare length. You'll understand how to describe length using the words shorter, longer, and equal to or about the same. And you'll be able to compare objects' lengths to see which object has more, less, or about the same using the words shorter, longer, and about the same or equal to. Friends, in yesterday's lesson, we learned about the unit of measurement called length and how we can compare the length of different objects, just like these colored pencils, these colored popsicle sticks that you see on our screen. Can you remember what length is, friends? What is it? That's right, Cubs. We learned that length is the total amount of an object from one very end to the other very end. So it's all the space that takes up from one tip of an object to the total tip of the other side. Friends, can you tell me, to measure length, can we start in the middle of the object? No, that's right, Keeble Cubs. Good job. In order to measure length, we have to have the exact same starting point for accurate and truthful results. Good job. And what else, friends? These popsicles are perfectly aligned. That's something that is important to notice. And we know that we can measure these because they're perfectly aligned. So they all have the same starting points. So we would have accurate measurements of the popsicle stick's length. Friends, when we are comparing the lengths of objects, can you remind me the words we use to describe the object's lengths? What's the word we use when describing objects that have a smaller total size, a smaller amount? Keeble Cubs. That's right. The word we would use is shorter. And what about the object that has a bigger length? That's right, Cubs. This would be a longer object. And what about these popsicle sticks, friends? They all look to me like they have the same length. What would we say about these popsicle sticks? That's right, Cubs. We would say that they are about the same in length or they are equal to one another in length. Good job, friends. Friends, in yesterday's lesson, we learned about how we can use non-standard forms of measurement to figure out an object's length. And the standard we learned was our Unifix cubes. So we could measure objects, even just around our house, using our Unifix cubes, putting them together and counting how many Unifix long a specific object was. But Unifix cubes, Keeble Cubs, are far from the only thing that we can use to measure length. When we compare and measure length of objects, another really awesome way and non-standard form of measurement that we can do and use is what we see placed below these scissors on the screen. Keeble Cubs, do you know what these are right here that I am circling? What are these called? That's right, friends. These are paper clips. And paper clips, just like Unifix cubes, are another fantastic form of measurement that we can use. If we follow the rules of measurement by laying the object flat and measuring it from its very, very starting point, we can lay paper clips below, on top, or above from the longest ends. Just make sure that we're measuring from the longest tip of one side to the longest tip of another. And you place the paper clips one right after each other, and we can use that as a form of measurement. For example, the scissors, Keeble Cubs. How many paper clips long are these scissors? That's right. They are 4 paper clips in length. Good job, Keeble Cubs. Friends, now we're going to compare the lengths of Friends, now we're going to compare lengths using this non-standard form of measurement we just talked about called paper clips. Friends, in order to compare these two measurements we see on our screen, what's very important about where we start in the object? Where do we have to start the measurements? That's right, we need to have the exact same starting point for very accurate and truthful results. So, Keeble Cubs, if we do that and we see that the toothbrush here is 6 paper clips in length and the fork has 4 paper clips in length, which do you think is bigger? So which one has more length? 6 paper clips or 4 paper clips? That's right, Keeble Cubs. 6 paper clips in length is more. So we know the toothbrush is longer. So, friends, if the toothbrush is longer, what word would we use to describe the fork below it? It is what? That's right, Keeble Cubs. The fork is shorter than the toothbrush is in length. Good job, friends. All right, friends, now we're going to continue using the same paperclip method to measure and compare the lengths of this key and this pencil. Friends, how many paper clips in length is this key on the screen? That's right, it's 3. And how many paper clips in length is the pencil, Keeble Cubs? Let's count it out together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paper clips in length. So the key has 3 paper clips and the pencil has a length of 5 paper clips. Keeble Cubs, which object do you think is shorter? 3 paper clips in length, which is the key, or 5 paper clips in length, which is the pencil? That's right, friends. The key, which is 3 paper clips long, is shorter than the pencil, as 3 is smaller than 5. So we then know the pencil is what, Keeble Cubs? That's right, friends. The pencil is longer. Good job. All right, friends. Now we want to see what the length of are these two. What's the length of these 2 vegetables we see on the screen? We have 1 carrot on top and 1 whole potato on the bottom. And we want to figure out what veggie has more length, as we just said. Based off the picture, Keeble Cubs, do you have any guesses for me of what veggie you might think is longer? Tell me some details that you might know to figure out what veggie is longer, the carrot or the potato. Good job, friends. All right, now, friends, so now that we have guessed which veggie is longest, and remember we were including even the greens on the carrot, we're going to measure them with the non-standard form of measurement, paper clips, to see if our guess was right. We see on the page that the carrot and the potato are perfectly aligned, so we know that they have the same starting point, which is needed for measurement. And after we added the paper clips, we see that the carrot is equal to about the length of 4 paper clips. So it's 4 paper clips long, and the potato is 2 paper clips long. So, friends, can you tell me which veggie is longer, the carrot or the potato? That's right, Keeble Cubs. Good job. The carrot has more length, so it is longer than the potato. All right, friends, now on the screen we see 2 forms of transportation, a train on the top and a school bus on the bottom. And we want to compare the lengths of this train and the school bus. So, friends, how can we compare the lengths? What do we have to do first? That's right. We have to, one, make sure that they have the same starting point, and two, we need to measure them to figure out each of their lengths. So let's skip to the next slide and measure them. Friends, before we measure them, though, let's point out the fact that we put this arrow here, this straight line, so we could see that we are starting from the same starting point. So we know that we are ready to properly measure the length of the bus and the train. We're going to now add the paper clips below and actually measure the lengths of these. Let's get started. All right, Keeble Cubs, now that we've added the paper clips to your screen, tell me, how many paper clips long is the train? Good job. That's right. The train has 3 paper clips of length. And how many paper clips long is the bus? That's right, Cubs. The bus is 3 too. But let's also notice here, when we say the bus, we're going to say the bus is about 3, not exactly 3 Cubs, because the bus is a little bit bigger than the 3rd paper clip, but not big enough to include a 4th paper clip. So, friends, because we know the train is 3 paper clips and the bus is about 3, what would we say? Do we say that the train or bus is longer or shorter than the other? Do we say that they are about the same size, or do we say that they are equal to one another in length? That's right, Cubs. Good job. We would say that the train and the bus are about the same size in length. Fantastic. All right, friends, now we have 2 running shoes on the screen, and we want to measure their length and compare their lengths to see if they are different shoe sizes or if they're the same shoe size, because we know that the shoe size is based off the length of the shoe. So let's measure them. All right, Keeble Cubs, how many paper clips in length does the top shoe measure? That's right, Cubs. It is 3 paper clips long. And how many paper clips is the bottom shoe, Keeble Cubs? That's right. It is also 3 paper clips in length. So, friends, what word do we use to describe these shoes that are both 3 paper clips exactly in length? That's right, friends. They are equal to one another in length. The 2 pairs of shoes are equal in length, so we know they are the same shoe size. Good job, friends. All right, friends, now we see here 2 beautiful butterflies. We see a blue butterfly on top and what is called a monarch butterfly on the bottom. And we want to see which butterfly has a longer wingspan. So which butterfly's wings are the longest? So which one has the longest, the most length? Friends, I'm going to place the paper clips at the very top of the butterfly wings this time, right here, because we can see the tops of the wings have more length than the bottom of the wings. And we want to measure the longest part of the object to find out its true length. So let's get started. Okay, friends, we made sure it was perfectly aligned so they have the same starting points, and we added our paper clips. Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many paper clips are on the monarch butterfly on the bottom of the screen? That's right, we can see 3 paper clips. And how many paper clips can we see on the blue butterfly on top? That's right, we can see 2 paper clips. Although it is really important to mention, Keeble Cubs, the monarch butterfly is not 3 whole paper clips. It's more like 2.5. So we're going to say it's about 3 paper clips in length. So friends, even though it's not 3 paper clips in length, it is bigger than 2 paper clips. And the butterfly above, the blue butterfly, is only 2 paper clips. So if the monarch butterfly is more than 2 paper clips, is it longer or shorter than the blue butterfly? That's right, friends. Good job. The monarch would be longer because it has more length. All right, Keeblecut. All right, Keeblecubs, that's all the time we have for today. Keep up the fantastic work.